Phase 2. The saturation. The objective. The ignition of the internal furnace. The material. Raw granite. The frequency. 8 pneumatic. The hiss. The architect's decree. The wash is over. You have cleared the deck. Now we light the boiler. If Phase 1 was the removal of the debt, Phase 2 is the accumulation of the power. We are taking the solarized fuel in your blood and turning it into high-pressure steam. Do not look for comfort. Look for the burn. The recall status. Marrow, conductive/primed. Pressure, increasing/internal. Command, ignite the marrow. Pillar 11. The internal bellows architect's advisory. As you engage the bellows, maintain a 0.0 degree spine. This is a mechanical calibration of your marrow. This is not a wellness exercise. It is the activation of the 8-frequency engine. Total discipline is required. No leaning. The narrative prelude. Oxygen is the fuel of the slave, or the fire of the architect. Most Bobs breathe just enough to stay in the gray. You will breathe to ignite the marrow. The master's question. Is my breath a shallow leak, or is it a high-pressure pump? The story, Cyrus stood at the edge of the cathedral floor, watching the fox. The fox wasn't moving, but his entire torso seemed to be vibrating. It wasn't a tremble, it was a rhythmic expansion that made the silver coat ripple. You're sipping at the air, Cyrus, the fox said, his gold eye tracking the shallow rise of Cyrus's chest. You're breathing like a man who is afraid to take up space. A Bob breathes into his shoulders. An architect breathes into his boiler. The fox stood behind Cyrus and placed his cold palms against Cyrus's lower ribs. Expand. Don't lift your chest. Widen your structure. If the mother, the bellows, doesn't create the space, the father, the spark, has nothing to ignite. Feed the fire or the lead stays cold. The duality of the R2-dex, left side. The mother. The bellows, the expansion. The mother governs the lateral expansion of the rib cage. She teaches you to pull the air deep into the basement of the lungs. She ensures the breath is round, removing the jagged edges of anxiety. She prepares the oxygenated gold for the blood. Right side, the father. The spark, the compression. The father governs the downward pressure of the diaphragm. He ensures the breath is held at the top and the bottom to create a vacuum of intent. He demands the nasal lock, inhaling only through the nose to filter the frequency before it enters the boiler. The wider the vessel, the hotter the flame. Power is not in the air, it is in the hold. The recall anchor, sovereign action. The action, the 5555 square. For the next 24 hours, you will perform the sovereign square 4 times a day. Sunrise, noon, sunset, midnight. 1. Inhale for 5 seconds, expanding the mother. 2. Hold for 5 seconds, the father's lock. 3. Exhale for 5 seconds, the controlled vent. 4. Hold for 5 seconds, the void. The observation. Notice how your leaning mind tries to speed up the count. Do not let it. Maintain 0.0 degrees timing. 0.0 degrees summary. We do not breathe to relax. We breathe to pressurize the vessel. Ignite the marrow by widening the structure and locking the spark. We have the fuel, water, and the fire, breath.